Hi everyone and welcome back to another video. So today's video I'm going to be showing you all the physical books I own but haven't read yet. Now there are quite a few, which is very disappointing, but I've put myself on a book buying ban until I have read at least half, or I want to say most of them, and I actually brought a whiteboard specifically to write down the list, which I have up there. Okay, so here's the whiteboard. These are all the books I want to read that I physically own, that I'm going to read before I buy any more. Hopefully. That's the target anyway. So, I'll put myself in a book buying ban and we're going to stick to it. So, most of them I want to say I've put on my book cart when I reorganised kind of my bookshelves. Yeah, so there's no specific order to this, and I'm going to put a clip at the end of the video of the books that I have in the other rooms. So if you see like the first book of a series missing or whatever, that's because it's in there and you'll see. But I have this book cart full, the top shelf on there, and then top shelf on there, I think. So let's just get right into it. Okay, so we're gonna start from this end. So this is the Sherlock Holmes series. The first book is in the other room, but we have The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. Like, these copies are just stunning. The Memoirs of Sherlock Holmes, The Hound of the Baskervilles and the Valley of Fear, The Return of Sherlock Holmes, and His Last Bow. Then we have The Nightingale. Then we have the second book in the One of Us is Lying series, and that is One of Us is Next. Then we have The Cousins. Then we have Magnolia Parks, the very famous and popular one. Then we have There Are No Saints and There Is No Devil. This has been on my physical TBR for so long now. I just need to get them read like ASAP. Then we have From Lukov with a Love, which I've heard some great things about. And also We Shouldn't by V. Kirkland. Okay, then on the second row here we have the second, third and fourth book in the Dirty Air series. So this is Collided, Wrecked and Redeemed. Then we have King of Wrath by Anna Huang. Then we have Maggie Moves On by Lucy Score. The Two Lives of Lydia Bird. Now I've heard one booktuber talk about this book, brought it, and just never picked it up. I don't even know what it's about. Then we have The Roommate, I Love You, I Hate You. Then I have the second and third book in the Dreamland Billionaires series. So we have Terms and Conditions and then Final Offer. Then we have Flock, X's and O's, and The Summer of Broken Rules. And then on the third shelf, we don't have much. We just have the Harry Potter series, which I'm planning on doing a vlog for this channel. I want to say in 2021, like right at the beginning, I did read the first one, and then I did start the second one, which you can probably see here. I got 100 pages in on the dot. I got 100 pages in and then just never picked it back up. There's no reason for it. So I want to just start the whole series over again, which is why the whole series is on my physical TBR. I'm very close to the camera, I'm so sorry. But the Sesame series is normally here, but you'll see them in the other room. Then we have the second, third, fourth and fifth book in the A Court of Thorns and Roses series. So we have A Court of Mist and Fury, A Court of Rings and Ruin, A Court of Frost and Starlight, and A Court of Silver Flames. Then we have The Cruel Prince, The Wicked King, The Queen of Nothing. Then we have A Shadow Bone, Sage and Storm, Ruin and Rising. Then we have Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom. Then we have The Atlas Six and A House of Earth and Blood. So as you can probably see, this is my fantasy shelf. Okay, so unfortunately my stand doesn't go any higher, but you can pretty much kind of see. But I've got the Dexter series, the Mortal Instruments, the Infernal Devices, and then I have Wuthering Heights and Sense and Sensibility. And those are the only books on there that I have that's on my physical TBR. Okay, so I'm now going to put in the clip of me showing you the books that are in the other room. Okay, so the other books are the Darren Shan series. I'm not quite sure what it's called though. One of Us is Lying, A Brush with Love, Permanent Record, The Happy Ever After playlist, but I think you have to read one book before this, then this one, and then another book afterwards, which I don't own, but I might just read them on my Kindle or something. But yeah, I've heard some good things about this one. Actor age Eve Brown. A Million Kisses in Your Lifetime. How to Kill Your Family. A Study in Scarlet and the Sign of the Fall, which is the first book in the Sherlock Holmes series. A Court of Thorns and Roses, which I've actually started and I'm a little bit into it. And this is the first book in the series, obviously. The Soulmate Equation. Something Wilder. Josh and Hazel's A Guide to Not Dating, which I've also started and got quite far into. Next is Unravel Me, which is the second full book in the Shatter Me series, and I've got a bit into this as well. Then there's Unite Me, which has 2 novellas in it. Ignite Me, Restore Me, Find Me, which has another 2 novellas in it. Defy Me, Imagine Me, and Believe Me. Then we have The Hardest Fall by Ella Mays, which is the last book of hers that I've got to read. Now this one I have technically already read, but I want to reread it, like really badly, and I read it, I want to say like 2021, like right at the beginning, and that is Torn by Karen Cole. Next is Ghosted, which I also have started. And then the last 2 are The Play and The Dare. So those are all the books that are on my physical TBR. Also kind of what was on my book cart as well. So thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed, if you please like and subscribe if you want. It's free, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.